workers' comp reserve, or which we have over $2 million in there now. Now, I know that sounds like a lot of money, but if the county were to go out of business today, we would still owe about $12 million in future workers' comp benefits, so that's where we stand. So $2 million isn't a lot of money. I've been trying to put between $100,000 and $200,000 a year away in that savings. But I have noticed over the last couple of years, we've had some, I don't want to say substantial, but $300,000 to $400,000 left over for the year. So what I worked on is a proposal that I think would work. What I propose to do is the dollar amount of the benefit now that the fire companies would be faced with is approximately $225 per interior firefighter. Now, FASNY, OFPC has all the rules and regulations of that. I'm not up here to talk about that. I'm only talking about how we can fund this. So at that amount of money, and based on what I estimate would be the number of firemen in the county that may qualify for this, we're looking at somewhere between $150,000 and $200,000 a year to fund this program. What I'm proposing is that we can reduce our workers' comp charge back to the towns and the county by the amount of this program. So you'll have examples in front of you here. And we'll take Ankrum because it's right on the top. So you'll see the first column says 2018 workers' comp payment. That's what you actually paid to the workers' comp program in 2018. And that was $26,833. The projection for 19 would be $26,894 based on your salaries. The workers' comp projection, if we reduced it by $157,000 totally as a county, you would be paying $25,222 for a credit of $1,672. If we then took that money and charged back the town for this fireman's coverage, you would be charged back approximately $1,610. So essentially overall you'd have a savings of 60-some bucks at the town. If the fire company, the Ankrum Fire Company, had to purchase this insurance on their own, it would cost them $3,150. So essentially you're getting a 50% reduction. On top of that, it's a budget neutral cost shift for the county and for the towns. It will have no effect on our tax cap whatsoever. So what I'm proposing is that we look at this over the next month. I think it's beneficial to the fire companies. I think it's beneficial to the towns. I think it's beneficial to the county. If we can do this, it's budget neutral. It will not affect our tax cap, and I think it will save these fire companies a lot of money. Any questions? All this information is available on the two bottom shelves back there if anybody's interested. Any questions back there? George, Bill, anything to add?
Yeah, we know you're in the middle of putting your budgets together too, so that's why we're having this informal meeting, so you can take these numbers back, give it to your accountant, to your treasurers, and figure that into what your budgets are going to be and so forth. I think next month we'll actually pass a resolution.
Yes, we'll bring it up at the September board meeting. We'll go through the committee process, like public safety, then go to finance. Ron, can we put this information on the website?
Now, there will be some questions from the supervisors because it won't necessarily be an even swap. If you get a credit of $1,600 in your workers' comp, there may be a charge of $2,300 to cover your firemen. That's really going to be based on the number of firemen that are covered in your town. Okay? But it'll be close. You'll still purchase an insurance for half the amount. Yes.
Can we reach out to you with those?
Absolutely. I'm available for questions. What I did actually is I took the numbers. We sent out information packets for our workers' comp program that we have to report to every year to the fire companies. They actually sent back and said how many interior fire companies they had. I took that and I bumped it up by 40% because at the time the rules were pretty vague. Because I believe one of the changes in there is that I was an interior firefighter for 5+ years. I'm not anymore because I'm an old guy. But I could still be covered because cancer doesn't show up until later stages in life. So these will have to be taken into consideration. I just want you to know, the fire districts and the fire companies that are here, the only thing the county is going to do or offer to do is pay the bill. You are still going to have your own policies. It'll be, I believe, at this point in time with the Hartford Insurance Company. You'll be responsible for the administration of it, the firemen that are involved in it, so on and so forth. The only thing that the Hartford will do, will combine all these bills, we'll send it to Ron. He'll approve it and I'll cut the check. Hopefully, if this board approves it.
I'd just like to thank you very much, PJ, because this makes it very easy, spells it out clearly, which seems to be a no-brainer for us to support fire companies. So thank you for the work that you've done.
Just remember, these numbers are approximate. We don't have definite numbers yet, even as of today. I tried to get a definite number. It is not definite yet, but we started off at 400. Now we're saying below 250. I said, I'm going to use 2.25, and they're like, well, yeah, it should be around there. So, and that together with the Hartford Insurance Company will be contacting all the fire companies directly once this program gets going to find out the true numbers. They will then give you the number, put it in the bill and send it to us if the board approves it next month.
PJ, so we're have to keep a file open on how many members that are liable for this in the town? About all fire companies?
Each fire department will.
They will.
Yes, not us. And miss anything, Pete, Bill?
I'd just like to thank you guys on behalf of the rank and file firefighters in the county and the fire district. I mean, this is an excellent plus for us, and it helps us out of some financial constraints on all of our budgets.
Yeah, it includes the city as well. So we have to go through this.
I'd like to thank PJ for all the work he's put into this.
Oops, I'm sorry.
Is there going to be new regulations put out regarding what PJ said about the old guys?
You'll have to contact the Hartford. I'm not that, I don't have that answer. But the last that I knew, I did check, and that was one of the changes they were making to cover old guys like you and me. If you so choose. But that will be spelled out by whoever contacts you from the insurance carrier.
You're talking about Hartford Insurance. There is other ones that are going to be doing this through the state, correct?
As far as I know, the Hartford is the lone carrier, but don't hold me to that. That was the information I had as of 2 days ago. Will there be other players that enter? I don't have that information.
All right, very good, thank you.
Yep.
Okay, thank you, PJ and Ron. What I'd like to do, I'm going to ask for a motion to adjourn, but once we adjourn, I'd like to take a moment of silence for Todd Bretzi, who was a former supervisor and county Republican chairman, and also Cindy Hall, who was the Democratic county chairman. So I'll get a motion.
So moved.
Second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? And we'll do a moment of silence. Thank you. call the Board of Supervisors meeting to order. Please rise for a moment of silent prayer, followed by the salute to the flag. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
I'd like to request the clerk call the roll.
Basson. Here. Weigel.
Here.
Bratton.
Here.
Benvenuto.
Here.
Stats.
Here.
Keaveney. Nair.
Yeah.
Lull. Riley. Eldridge. Here. Fury.
Here.
Chipkowski.
Here.
Livonia.
Here.
Sterling. Here. Mia.
Yeah.
Chamides.
Here.
Mussman. Here. Scalera.
Here.
Fuzzy.
Here.
Teal. Here. Morel.
Here.
Knott.
Here.
Skoda.
Here.
3108 present, 427 absent, we have a quorum.
Thank you. Okay, the next item on the agenda is we have a public hearing on the Columbia Green Community College budget, so I'd like to open the public hearing and have the clerk read the notice.
Please take notice that the public hearing will be held before the Columbia County Board of Supervisors Chambers located at 401 State Street, Hudson, New York on Wednesday, August 8, 2018 at 7:30 p.m. Therefore, concerning the proposed 2018-19 operating budget of the Columbia Green Community College. At such time and place, all persons interested in the subject matter will be heard concerning the same. Dated July 27, 2018, Hudson, New York, Kelly S. Vaccaro, Clerk of the Columbia County Board of Supervisors.
Thank you. Are there any comments from supervisors regarding the budget?
I'd like to comment, Mr. Chairman, and say I think the community college deserves to be commended. Last year, they had painted a scenario to us that seemed a lot more onerous than it turned out. They've managed extremely well in the past year, built up their fund balance a little bit, and the increase here is a modest increase, and more importantly, the benefits from the community college are tremendous, not only in terms of people who work there, but also in terms of educational opportunities. I think it's most noteworthy that I believe the average age over there is 26, which indicates a tremendous amount of people who are older, beyond the traditional age of college, who are non-traditional students, are attending there. And they've also added new programs in automotive mechanics, in building restoration, and property maintenance, I believe. And all of those things have helped contribute to help the community college move forward. So I certainly support their budget.
Thank you. Supervisor Bassett.
Mr. Chairman, I would like to add to Mr. Bratton's comments by reminding everyone that this community college was ranked 27th out of 700 and some odd community colleges nationwide and first in New York State among community colleges. It is an extraordinarily valuable resource for the county, and I think we should be doing everything we can to support it.
Any other supervisors? Any other supervisors? Any comments from the public? Comments from the public? Mr. Tucker.
On behalf of Columbia Economic Development and our partnership with the college is critical as we attempt to find the workforce that we're going to need to continue the growth and expansion of businesses and attraction to investment in the county.
Thank you. Any other public comments? Any other public comments? With that, I'll close the public hearing. Thank you. I need a motion to pay the bills, accept the treasurer's report, and file the minutes within the clerk's office.
So moved.
Second the motion?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Okay, I'd like to have Supervisors Grattan, Knott, Benvenuto come up front. And I'd like to have the Ichabod Crane girls softball team come on up. Okay, as everybody here knows, I believe, the Ichabod Crane girls softball team won the New York State Class B state championships this year.
Yeah.
And it's the second time. Being the supervisor of Stockport, which is mostly in the Ichabod district, we're very proud of the team, and we wanted to at least honor you for your accomplishments. I also have Supervisor Grattan, who's the supervisor from the town of Kinderhook, the supervisor from the town of Stuyvesant, and Supervisor Benvenuto from the town of Ghent. Supervisor Lull unfortunately couldn't make it today, and she represents Chad. So we had three awards. This is a certificate of recognition presented to the Ichabod Crane girls softball team for their dedication, teamwork, and the amazing achievement of becoming the 2018 New York State Class B champions. And it's signed by me on behalf of the Columbia County Board of Supervisors. Okay, we also have a certificate of recognition presented to Tracy Natransky for her dedication to coaching and becoming the 2018 New York State Sports Writers Class B Coach of the Year. And then we also have a certificate of recognition presented to Callista Phippen for her hard work on the softball field and becoming the New York State Gatorades Player of the Year.
I'm a supervisor of the town of Kinderhook, as most of you know, and we're so proud of this girls' team this year. I was sitting in the Stewart store across the street from the high school when the bus came back, and the outpouring of community celebration support was the most I've ever seen in all the time I've lived in Kinderhook for a team. So my personal congratulations to them, and also congratulations to the entire town board, to the team and the coaches.
Thank you. I just want to say thank you to you guys. We want to see if we can get a pic of us with the supervisors. Put it on the school website. Gotta get a pic. I know you guys are busy. We'll make it quick, promise.
Hold on.
One more for our website. Wonderful.
Stewart's more.
You're gonna hang on to it. Read the paper at the end of the day.
Good as my coffee in the morning, it's still quiet.
Okay, I'd like to ask the clerk to read the resolutions.
Resolution 289 of 2018 by Supervisor Lagonia, 290 by Teal, 291 by Basson, 292 by Sterling, 293 by Scalera, 294 by Knott, 295 by Mia, 296 by Weigel, 297 by Grattan, 298 by Teal.
Supervisor Teal.
Mr. Chairman, I present these resolutions for adoption.
Second. All in favor? Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 299 of 2018 by Supervisor Basson, 300 by Sterling, 301 by Scalera, 302 by Knott, 303 by Mia, 304 by Weigel, 305 by Grattan, 306 by Lagonia, 307 by Teal, 308 by Supervisor Basson.
Supervisor Basson.
Mr. Chairman, I offer these resolutions for adoption.
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 309 of 2018 by Supervisor Sterling, 310 by Scalera, 311 by Knott, 312 by Mia, 313 by Weigel, 314 by Grattan, 315 by Basson, 316 by Sterling, 317 by Scalera, 318 by Supervisor Knott.
Supervisor Knott.
Mr. Chairman, I offer these resolutions for adoption.
Second the motion.
All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Carried.
Resolution 319 of 2018 by Supervisor Mia, 320 by Weigel, 321 by Grattan, 322 by Lagonia, 323 by Teal, 324 by Bassett, 325 by Sterling, 326 by Scalera, 327 by Knott, 328 by Supervisor Benvenuto.
Supervisor Benvenuto.
Mr. Chairman, can we pull out to a roll call vote on 328?
Absolutely. So we'll do every resolution except for 328.
So go back. Supervisor Knott.
Supervisor Knott.
It's 327.
All right. Mr. Chairman, I will offer the resolutions up to number 327.
Second the motion.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. So we need to do a roll call vote on 328. Do we need a motion and a second? So we need a motion.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Roll call vote.
Okay. Basson.
No.
Weigel.
Yes.
Grattan.
Yes.
Benvenuto.
Yes.
Stats.
Yes.
Keaveney. Nair.
Yes.
Lull. Riley. Eldridge. No. I'm sorry? No. Bury.
Yes.
Chipkowski.
No.
Lagonia.
Yes.
Sterling.
No.
Mia. Chamides.
I believe the families and the deceased will be served better by someone with more medical expertise, someone who has experience reading toxicology reports, giving information to people who are in high stress needs. I vote no.
Mussman.
I vote no. I think the opportunity to interview the candidates was missed by the committee, and I hope that in the future there'll be more transparency in the choices made. I realize these are political gestures, however, I think Bernadette is perhaps a better candidate. Vote no.
Scalera.
No.
Fuzzy.
Yes.
Teal.
No.
Morel.
Yes.
Knott.
Yes.
Skoda.
Yes.
Okay, 2165 ayes, 943 nays, and 427 absent. The resolution passes.
Thank you.
We have one resolution left, 329 of 2018 by Supervisor Knott, which does require a 2/3 majority vote.
Supervisor Knott.
I offer resolution 329 for adoption and ask for a roll call vote.
Second the motion.
Basson.
Yes.
Weigel.
Yes.
Grattan.
Yes.
Benvenuto.
Yes.
Stats.
Yes.
Keating. Nair.
Yes.
Lowell. Riley. Eldridge. Yes. Fury.
Yes.
Chipkowski.
Yes.
Livonia.
Yes.
Sterling. Mia.
Yes.
Chimides.
Yes.
Mussman.
Yes.
Scalera.
Yes.
Guzzi.
Yes.
Teal.
Yes.
Morel.
Yes.
Knott.
Yes.
Skoda.
Yes.
34, 32A, and 453 absent, the resolution passes.
Thank you. Okay, do any supervisors have any other business to bring to the board? I'm going to have PJ Keeler and Ron Captain, have Eric come on up. Actually, PJ.
Okay, hopefully,
You gotta turn it on.
we don't need that. Hopefully what I'm going to talk about is a little less controversial than what we just went through, so I'm hoping that we deliver a much more positive message. It was about a year ago, I went to the Columbia County Firemen's Convention, and I believe it was John Farrell from FASNY approached most of the people at the convention about a firefighters cancer benefit program for New York State. And he encouraged that everybody voice their opinion to vote for this and get your representatives to vote for it. Myself, truly on board, 110%. As the months went along, I started digging into it a little bit and found out that this was actually going to pass through. It is a law now that as of January 1st, 2019, every fire company, fire district in New York State is mandated to have this cancer benefit coverage. And it is a separate insurance policy that the fire companies will have to fund themselves. It is a mandate that's driven down from Albany, an unfunded mandate. So myself being an active fireman, fire commissioner, an EMS guy, and most of you that know me know that I tend to think outside the box, okay? So as treasurer of Columbia County, and I've heard concerns from all the supervisors in this room, is that we are truly concerned in making sure that our volunteer fire service remains intact and does the job that they need to do. They have enough of problems ahead of them, from recruitment and retention to old guys like me still trying to fight fires, so on and so forth. And the last thing you need to worry about is staying in business and people going out underneath the red lights trying to raise money to meet this unfunded mandate. So what I worked on over a couple of months was what I believe is a solution that should be palatable to all, and I think beneficial to all. Columbia County Workers' Compensation Program is self-insured. Towns pay for it, county pays for it, and it's basically based on payroll and assessed valuation. What I worked on with the formula is because our Pine Haven nursing home, as you know, has been sold to a private company. So some of our workers' compensation costs have been reduced over the last couple of years. However, we have kept our budget kind of consistent because we have tried to build up